Good morning.
Okay, hi.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We got the entire crew here.
Yeah, we do.
All early in the morning, even though it's 10 o'clock here. I feel like it's early on a Sunday.
It is. It's a long. Sundays are long days for us.
I know.
Especially you.
I like the way you say especially.
Especially?
You said especially.
Shut up.
Oh,
cute.
with an X? That's so cute.
Yeah, I
know, right?
I heard you were texting my husband yesterday,
well, to be fair, he started it. He started it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I know, the scandal, right?
My wife's husband was showing me the jewelry she was wearing. I'm just saying.
Oh gosh.
It's so cute.
I was gonna say, yeah, drama already? Are we getting Real Housewives of YouTube?
Oh my god, can you imagine? Should we just start a parody show? Like every time we hang out, we'll just be like on the next episode.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
That would
I heard you. Yeah.
that would be fantastic.
I would, yeah. I think people, would you watch it? All y'all in chat, would you? I would.
Would you watch our chaos?
Basically, everything happens, and then we zoom in on just random dudes' faces with their judgy looks, like after we do something silly. I think
They're
that'd
just
be
like,
fun.
why the fuck am I here?
Like we'll go up to Garrett, and he'll be like, face, and Gary's just like, palm face.
Victor goes, drama already. I love it. And then Andrew goes, Kara's married to the best Jeremy. This is true.
Ooh.
This is very true.
That is true. Those are facts.
Facts are facts. You can't fight them.
Steph is like,
Uh-oh.
I
I
think
even
we
work
lost
for him,
him.
and I'm a
We lost him for a second. Okay.
Steph
wasn't
is,
just
you
me.
just said Steph is like something, and we didn't
And
hear
then you
it.
went,
Robot.
Oh,
Robo
no.
Max.
What did you say?
Oh gosh.
What did you say?
Oh, I said Steph even works for the other Jeremy, and even
He
she's saying
does.
that your Jeremy is better.
I mean, my Jeremy is
Um,
better.
let's
there's-
just say
there's not any competition there.
your Jeremy eats actual food instead of chicken tenders and burgers.
It's true. He took me out to barbecue last night. It was tasty.
He also doesn't drive like a maniac. That's nice.
The time.
You know, I like that. Sorry, Jeremy Griggs. What else?
He's a little scary.
He's not from Alabama, so automatically
That's
extra
true.
points.
Extra win right there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, in all aspects. Like, I love you, Jeremy Griggs, but my Jeremy's better.
not biased at all.
Not biased at all. At all.
No, definitely. Definitely not. Your
So
Jeremy
what-
gives me Pikachus. Yes, he does. Actually,
Your
just bought
Jeremy
a new
gave me
Pikachu.
a Togepi.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Yeah. What did
He
you buy?
actually just bought an... Oh, I bought a Pikachu yesterday. Big shocker.
Ooh, what
I know.
What kind of Pikachu though? Because I feel like we
It
have to.
is a old Pikachu. It is from the original TV show drop. It was made in like '99. I found it at a little comic shop yesterday,
Oh, cute.
and it's
That's
like,
cool.
well, it's the chunky, like the chubby chew, the chubby Pikachu from like the original Pokemon.
I relate to him.
I love him so much.
Chubby Chew. That's so cute.
Oh, chunky.
Chonky
And it's like,
is the, yeah.
yes, chunky is the correct word. But he's the tag on him. I'm not going to remove the tag because the tag is in either Korean or in Japanese. But it's like the copyright is from like '99.
If you use
like-
Google Translate, it could it will translate and it'll show you which one it is if you want to actually know. It can like read it in real time, like a photo, and then translate it on your phone. It's really cool.
It's nifty.
Yeah, I use it for menus all the time.
That's actually really smart.
Smart.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm, mhm.
This is why she's the Asian.
Well, I do
Here's
travel
something.
a lot, so when
You
we
do.
went to like certain places, it was like, okay, we're gonna have to figure out how to read things, how to talk to people, and I actually use it for work all the time with my patients. Because
I've had to use it whenever I did hair, whenever I lived in San Antonio, because I had
Spanish?
a pretty big clientele there that didn't speak any English.
Yeah.
So-
Spoke Spanish.
Yep. And I don't know a lick of Spanish. I know baños and I know cerveza.
I love
Those are the two that you need to know. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all
What
you
more
need to
do you
know.
need to know?
Exactly. My priorities were straight, and I only learned those while I was in Cabo.
Hey, combo. It's perfect. It's perfect. Hey.
Xray, wouldn't dog be pretty universal though? I don't think you need to translate that for menu, no?
No, but it's
That's
like there's dog, chien for French.
Oh.
In Vietnamese it's chó. I don't know any other.
Any other translations?
Yeah, no. Woof woof.
You just know nom 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 nom.
Woof woof nom nom. They'll be like, huh? Yeah.
Bark, 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 nom nom.
Bark, bark, nom, nom.
I do know gatto is cat in Italian.
Yep.
And then attenti a gatti is watch out for all the cats.
What is
Or
cat
look
in
out for all the
French
cats.
now? I don't remember.
Oh.
I learned. Well, I've already forgotten what you said, but I learned something new today,
Oh, what did you learn?
and then immediately forgot it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I can't help you there then.
No, I haven't had enough coffee yet.
What do you guys do anything to one of my friends was talking about doing like brain games that they try and do almost every day on their phone, where it's supposed to help with your cognitive memory and like brain waves and brain function and things like that so that you don't get old and forgetful. Do you guys do anything like that, or have you heard? I know I was about to say.
If anything, I do the
I'm way too
opposite
late.
of that, to be fair. Like,
I've heard of that, and I downloaded it onto my phone, and then I forgot all about it.
it's like the
That's why you need
intention
to
was there.
I was about to say, so
know.
you need the game to remember the game.
But no, I'm with her. I downloaded one and then never kept up with it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Did you, Max, after hearing that from your friend?
No. I just kind of accepted my fate. I was like,
I'm set in my ways. I'm good.
yeah.
To be fair, you were in
that
school,
sounds-
though. That must have been slightly helpful, maybe?
Yeah, because you are like learning new things at, your late 20s, early 30s, so you are kind of having to use your mind a different way. So I do like learning things, and even like with Warhammer lore.
You keep roboing a little bit,
Right.
Max.
Well, this time is going like in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll
Fix
keep my
your
mouth shut.
stuff. Gosh.
It's
I know,
usually
right?
me that's that does that.
It's having technical
Sorry.
difficulties now.
Welsh Republic, thank you for the 2 New Zealand. Says, have a great day, Xray Girl. Thank you. You're so kind. I hope you have a great evening where you are. Gosh. Now I feel like my brain is old and I need to sharpen it. I'm sorry.
Mine's old. It's okay. I accept it.
What were you about to say? I interrupted.
My brain is set in
Oh
its
no,
ways.
I was just gonna ask how your weekends have been going.
Ooh. You go first, Steph.
Me? Oh, it went really well. I saw my family, went out, did some shopping. So yeah, it went pretty good. It went
Sounds
pretty
like a
good.
Great day.
Mm-hmm.
Great day.
Did you get anything while shopping? Any
Of course
makeup?
I did.
Makeup.
No makeup. No makeup. I did.
Well, that's like Steph's like third, fourth hobby? Or that's like
I
her
would
main
say
hobby.
probably main hobby. And
Yeah.
then-
Yeah. I didn't pick up any makeup. I've been seeing a lot of new releases, but nothing yet. There's oh my gosh, what is his name? Patrick Starr. He has the brand One Size, and he came out with
Well, there's Jeffree
Wicked
Star and there's
collaboration.
Patrick Ta.
Okay, because I was just saying Patrick Starr is from SpongeBob.
No, his
Yeah.
name, it is Patrick Starr though.
Oh,
No
okay.
way.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Oh,
Hold on, let me double check, but I'm almost positive it's
because there's Jeffree Star and Patrick Ta.
Patrick Starr. Patrick Starr.
Oh,
but
that must be a new
posts-
one. Okay.
Oh no, he's an OG. He's like a early YouTube makeup person.
Oh, he's
He'll
YouTube.
Star with like
Okay.
2 R's though.
Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of cool,
Yeah, so
though.
he came out with his own makeup line called One Size, and he had a Wicked collaboration. The Wicked
Ooh.
movie that's coming out, and I've been eyeing it for a long time, and I think like it was on sale for a while, and then it went off sale. And now that the Wicked movie is coming out, it's no longer on sale, so I'm like, I should have gotten it while it was on sale.
It will go on sale
I don't know.
again unless it sells out. I don't know how makeup is in the States. if it's that super
No,
in demand and popular.
right now, I think like makeup has kind of gone to the wayside just because people are so into skincare at the moment.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I love my skincare. I'm obsessed with my
Mm.
skincare.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like masks, cream,
I have like a drawer
scrub.
full of masks.
My friend told
I love
me,
wearing the.
I know, that this makes you girly, and I always thought I was a tomboy. I'm like, really? Just like, look at your bathroom. You have more stuff than most people. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Fair
Skincare
enough.
is good for you, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that people, including males, actually, like should be
Mhm.
doing skincare. The Korean boys got
Mhm.
it.
Oh yeah, that's why their skin is like glass. Perfect. It's like nice and perky and glossy.
Plump.
Yes,
Plump
that's
is
actually
good.
the one word for youth would be plump for skin. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep my skin all plump. Well, and moisturized.
You keep it moisturized, you'll keep it plump.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. I was looking for his tail.
Oh my god.
I've heard
How was your
plenty
weekend?
plump me
Yeah.
or any. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say I've heard plump used in many different ways, but not for skin.
What
Really?
ways have you
Yeah.
used plump before, Max?
For other body parts,
Like what?
like
Gotta
cheeks.
Which cheeks?
That's up to you to
I don't know.
determine
You're
which
the one
cheek.
that described plump in a body part. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just merely innocently stated that I've heard it used in other ways.
Okay.
Mhm. Like that
All right,
plump
so
jack.
yeah. Hey, other things can be plump too. Don't just there are plenty of other great assets on people. So.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I got rid of like a bunch of tabs, so hopefully that clears me up a little bit and I'm not robot-y.
Yeah. Your tabs were
You're doing
plump
good
there
so
for a
far.
moment.
All my tabs that were open on different plump websites.
Oh,
No.
I was about to
Plump
say,
website.
we need to close the
See, you
prawn.
just have to close it. You don't have to announce it.
Oh shoot. Okay,
You
all
said the quiet thing out loud.
right.
I mean, we weren't gonna say it. You did it for us.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. I outed myself.
I mean, I honestly was going to say it, but decorum.
Do we have much of that?
No,
Mm.
absolutely not.
Especially because you and your husband sent me a crayon, so it's fair game at this point.
Oh.
We
Right.
needed to make sure you had an emergency snack. We're looking out for you.
I know.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're a big boy. We can't have you, dying out there in
We can't be
California
hungry.
with
Ooh,
all
yeah,
those
no.
avocado toast people all hanging around.
I know, right?
Some veganism.
Hey, I mean, to be fair, avocado toast is pretty damn good.
It's delicious.
I haven't had it in so long. I kind of do want it.
I don't
Yeah,
like
no, it's good.
avocado, so I'm not an avocado toast kind of gal.
I mean, I don't like avocados by itself, but they do something to it on the toast, and it's great.
Yeah.
I like guacamole.
I love
But-
guacamole.
Guacamole.
Guacamole, mole, 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 mole.
Mole, 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 mole.
Sorry, Austin Powers.
I love that movie.
I'm still waiting for the EFAP Austin Powers that they recorded with
Oh,
like
yeah.
Oh,
Drinker,
Lord.
Gary,
That's gonna be funny.
all them's. Ew, I should bother Mahler and see if like he'll do it.
Do it.
Well, he was
Exactly.
like, you probably won't see this till 2025, realistically. So
He's so busy with projects and like it's crazy.
well, because I think they're still doing the war arc right now. Right?
They're finished Acolyte and they're also doing Game of Thrones right now.
That's right. And
That's
they had
over.
to do
they still have to edit it and all that.
I finally caught up on House of the Dragon last night.
Oh,
so
now we
good.
can actually talk about it.
did
Wait,
you?
everyone watched it?
Yes.
Yes, no?
What did you think of the finale?
I actually really liked it. I think it set up
thank
really
you.
well for the next season.
Okay, good. Yeah, everybody was. I was seeing so many things on Twitter that I just didn't interact with because people were like, really
there wasn't a
upset.
big battle.
No,
Yeah, there wasn't.
yeah.
I was thinking to myself, like, there's not going to be because there's just not enough time.
there's
No,
not enough
there's not
time. I
enough
kept
time.
checking the timer. I do think that I wish it was maybe the start of the battle without battling. I think for me that would have been.
I mean, but they're heading into battle.
Yeah, they're going into. You know what I love about this? While they do a little bit of fast travel, right? It's not as bad as like the final season of Game of Thrones,
Oh
where
my
you just
God.
go from one place to the other in like a couple of seconds. Like it's not super fast travel. And I think people forgot how long it took for things to happen in the
Yep.
world. I think that's what happened. People were got so used to like fast travel that they just forgot how slowly things progress. I liked it. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed these last couple of episodes were good. I hated Ulf though. I wanted to punch him in his fucking face.
Which one's Ulf again?
He was the really snarky bastard.
Oh yeah, I
the one
want.
with the
Oh yeah,
lamp.
yeah. He was horrendous. I liked when Jace got all like, you need to have more, respect.
Mm-hmm.
Because all he was doing is drinking, and he's like, that kind of person is gonna screw up your fight.
Yep. He is a loose cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I like that Adam was just like, we'll see who's the real coward whenever it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I actually really like the whole Adam and Alan arc with Corliss. About how he's having to acknowledge that his recent mistake.
Yeah,
oh my God, I know.
That scene was so great. Oh, his delivery was excellent when he was
Yes.
standing up to Corliss. I was like,
him
and heartbreaking too, because you're just watching it knowing that, like, oh my gosh, yes, he did go through all of this and he just wasn't around. Oh, it's so good.
You feel so bad for him, like, because that happens with probably every bastard.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have him shaving his head because he doesn't want that.
Yeah.
Like that proof. He doesn't want to acknowledge it. So, yeah, I actually really enjoyed the episode. The finale. So, I mean, I can understand why people were like, "Oh, this should have like been really epic and more high intensity." But honestly, I think I did not expect the confrontation with Allison and Rhaenyra. So, and like the acceptance that Allison had to have with what the outcome is going to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
what the outcome has to be.
How hard it was for her to like shake her head yes to agree to it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Ken, I know that that guacamole is made with avocados, but it has other stuff in it.
Consistency can mean a lot. Look at like eggs. Some people don't like scrambled eggs, but they like deviled eggs. I don't know.
Aspiring Legend, are those Animal Crossing Legos? They are. It's Animal Crossing. I'm building Capin's Island. Here's Marshall. And here's Capin.
Marshall.
It's so cute.
So confused.
Oh,
their heads are so big. Oh my gosh. Their heads are so big. I love it.
Yeah, so sorry for the spoiler talk for House of the Dragon. I was just really, I genuinely really enjoyed it.
Yep.
So
I'm glad to hear that you guys liked it, because, yeah, with the disappointment of the first Game of Thrones like series, I couldn't imagine you guys having to go through that again with a different one.
Well, that's the thing. I was seeing people say that like it was as bad as season 8. I'm like, do you even remember?
Absolutely
do you
not.
even remember season 8?
Let's go back and rewatch that.
You felt
It wasn't that
during
bad.
that. Like,
No,
I don't think that you guys remember the disappointment in season 8. If you're saying that this is as disappointing as that, there's no way.
Trust me. It's like
Yeah, this is nothing compared to that.
the episode was still had a lot of good in it.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Damon saw the vision and then
Oh my God, I know.
His tune, I was like, hot damn.
I know that, and it just kind of clicked with Helena. I was just like, oh my God, this makes sense now about why she's always zoning out, and she made the comment about the rats. And I was just like, oh.
She saw visions too, which is insane because they were like, she's not crazy.
She's that times 3-eyed raven. So I was like, oh, okay. It's like, okay, I'm here for this. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's such a great episode.
What was
my biggest gripe throughout the whole season was that Damon was separated and at Harrenhal throughout the entire season. I felt like things were progressing so slowly with him.
Yes.
But
it all makes sense.
It all makes sense at the end, right? It all makes sense, but like, I don't know. It was progressing so incredibly slow. I was kind of getting tired of his scenes.
Yes.
But
he did have some good ones with Viserys, and I thought those were important to, like, because we know Damon as like this arrogant, power hungry, like he feels slighted, and so you needed to see that progression of him slowly thinking that he was either going into madness or accepting the supernatural that is out there. So you had to kind of go on that journey with him for him to be to like, if he was to be shown that vision of the Song of Ice and Fire, he wouldn't have believed it.
Yeah,
I think without going through that journey and all of the visions that he had, he would have written it off.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, I think like just going through that journey during the season was so slow. Yes. But then like it all culminated in the final episode, so it made sense why we had to be there. So that was just my only gripe. I was like, it's just progressing so slow. But then but then I have to remind myself, like, I'm just not used to things happening slow, right? Yeah. I'm just not used to that anymore. And I think a lot of people who are watching aren't used to it anymore either. And that's why they have so many gripes.
Should watch Star Trek before then. Star Trek, the original series, everything is slow on there. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Absolutely.
Shows and movies in general during that time frame, I feel like were just paced so differently. Kind of to their benefit. I like those slower paced, shows and things like that. But yeah, you're right. That original series is like, oh wow, it really can linger on some scenes. So, but yeah, something, this was like years ago, but I thought I remembered something saying that like the average scene now is like 4 to 7 seconds before it cuts to something different.
TikTok.
Oh, that's to keep your attention. Yeah, TikTok. That's to keep your attention. It's intentionally done.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the amount of cuts, because I was watching like the editing of a reality show, and I'm like, dang, it's like you have to see 4 different faces within 5 seconds to know how everyone's reacting. Like I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah, it's meant to overstimulate your brain. So it's basically like, so you just get, I don't want to say like, it's meant to overstimulate your brain so you don't change the channel, right? Yeah. You have to continue to watch.
To keep it occupied. Yep.
Yeah, it's done with kids shows now. Yes. That Coco Melon show is notorious for it. It's so bad because it's like every few seconds it switches to something different. There's so many cuts in it in order to stimulate a child's brain, so it's almost it gets addicted to this one show, and it worked because so many kids are like Coco Melon. It was everywhere for a while. I think
Now it's
until people started
bluey.
making. Now it's bluey. Yeah, now it's bluey. But for a while, a lot of kids were watching it, and parents were showing their kids Cocomelon. And I think like until people started saying like, "Hey, this is really bad for your kids because of how many cuts it has." Mr. Beast does the same thing with his videos. That's why he has like. That's why there's so much on his videos and so many cuts in his videos. It's the same thing. It's designed to stimulate your brain so you don't click on something else and you stay watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
I'm
get
making a Lego sandwich.
Oh.
Oh,
Don't get too hungry now.
It's a Lego
Um,
sandwich.
I've got a super chat here from our main man Josh. Let me
Hi,
get
Josh!
hi, Josh.
What's up, Joshy Poo?
Joshy Poo.
We're
He
all
is
like,
our
ooh, Joshy.
he is our little Joshy Poo, isn't he? He super chats for $5. Thank you so much, man. He says the extent of my Spanish is no estés chicando. Oh boy, what did I just say?
No girls?
Um,
I don't know.
and then and pinche Max, which is I'm sure like
What's that
I'm
mean?
sure not a good word either.
Did you just swear at us?
Well, for $5, I'll pretty much read anything. So
Wow!
Look at my sandwich. I made a sandwich.
So cute.
Oh, that's pretty cute. Yeah.
Andrew Matthews for
Aw.
2 British pounds says, please watch the Star Trek movies before 2050. I can promise you I can do that.
Oh yeah.
She might fall asleep during them, but she'll do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very good at sleeping during movies.
Yes, I figured that out.
And then Josh also says,
Sorry,
oh,
I
sorry,
can't
no,
believe she fell asleep during Galaxy Quest.
Hey,
No.
I get
Island?
once
She
I
did.
once I lay down, just be warned, I'm probably falling asleep.
During
And that,
Galaxy?
I will say that my couch is really freaking comfortable.
Yeah, during Galaxy Quest. I I think it was like when they started going into space or on the ship, I was like, oh, this couch, so nice. I'm
Getting
tired.
real comfy.
I'm
Yeah.
so tired.
Couch feels really good.
Yeah.
Everything's moving so slow now.
And my eyes,
I
they're
could fall
just
asleep
so
right now.
They're getting
heavy.
so heavy.
They're so heavy. It's all good. I'm in a safe area. Little did I
Think,
know I got a photo taken of me.
Oh,
At least it was
no.
a cute one.
It was very cute. It was very cute. And then the second
Caught you
time
in
it
the act.
happened, every time, Jeremy goes, "Wife, your wife's asleep."
Wife, your wife is asleep. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Yeah, I mean, anything vertical, or sorry, anything horizontal, the second I go horizontal, I can pass out just about anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He's bad.
while we were in the Marine Corps, we'd sleep like standing up sometimes. It was that bad. Like you were just so exhausted and sleep deprived that like you'd find yourself sleeping, like just doing regular tasks or like just
She became
like I said, either
narcoleptic?
like almost,
Wow.
yeah, you'd just start like doing
That's
things and you'd be
insane.
like, oh my God, was I asleep?
You know
It
what?
was just
I understand
so
that.
weird.
There was one time I worked almost 24 hours and I'd like obviously been awake beforehand, but like that third shift when I was just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm on autopilot
Mm-hmm.
and like on breaks I was sleeping. Like I just fall asleep for 15 minutes and feel like it's the most glorious sleep in the world, which I'm sure
Yeah.
when you were doing your tasks and you fell asleep, did you think it was like the best sleep ever?
Well, yeah,
Well, just never
you just
enough.
crash. Well, it's never enough, but you would crash so hard that you're like, how long have I been asleep for? And it could have been just like you said, like 10, 15 minutes, but it'd feel like an hour or so because you would be out, like out cold.
Exhausted.
But
Wow.
yeah, heavy duty
Oh,
sleep
rope.
for duty tasks.
What's the longest you stayed awake doing that?
I think we did 3 days on about 2 hours of sleep. So that was I remember distinctively it was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, and we were on like day 3, and I like I don't know if this is real or not, but at least this is how I experienced it. I almost felt nauseous because I was so sleep deprived. Like I almost felt
Wow.
like sick. Um, like you feel almost like drunk, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I remember standing up and fully falling asleep, but also feeling like I'm about to throw up. But it wasn't like I wasn't actually. I just felt nauseous from just being awake for that long. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was good preparation though. Like it was good training to be like put your body through that, to actually go through like, hey, this could be like a reality if we are in combat. Like you're not gonna sleep. So so it was good to at least feel what you might experience. So
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds horrible.
it
I would not.
wasn't fun.
No. God.
But
Yeah, no
like I
thanks. I'm
said,
good.
I like sleep. 16 hours awake, 8 hours of sleep. Great. Perfect. Perfection. Let's never change that.
Love sleep. I just don't get enough of it.
Same.
Josh says the coffee guy was amused with Max's comment on plump body parts.
Which coffee guy are you talking about?
He must have been out getting coffee.
Oh.
Or is that what Josh
Or did you bring?
calls,
Oh!
yeah.
Is there a man there?
Josh.
And he's called the
Did a
coffee
man-
guy?
Did you score?
Did a man bring you coffee this morning, Josh? What's going on?
Okay, spill the beans.
Elaborate, sir.
Literally.
Yeah.
Spill the coffee beans.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I pwned it. I pwned it.
And then Josh was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't have any money to pay for this coffee that you've delivered to me. How can I ever repay you?"
And so he was taking a little tip from the prawn that was on your computer earlier.
Oh.
I mean, essentially, that's what it sounds like.
Hot damn.
Funny. Yeah, instead of
Where
the
are
pizza
you,
guy, it was
Josh?
the coffee guy. But yeah, no, apparently I should not say what I just said about, for Josh's super chat, the Spanish translation. I guess it's very, very bad. So, oops.
That's fine.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Oh,
Hey, we have
Lordy.
representation. We have representation here. It's okay. I can say
It's totally
it.
Is
I
that
hear
what
that
we're
language on
calling
a
it? I need to know what it says now.
what was I gonna say?
Steph, can you translate it?
Xray, what did you do?
Huh?
What did you do this weekend? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I drank my coffee way too quick.
Oh,
What did I do? I FNT Friday night.
ooh, Kurt was going off. That was wild.
He was it was like talking to a bunch of high people, and they're just like tangents on tangents on tangents.
Yeah.
And then I slept, and then on Saturday I worked, and then I came home, napped, and then saucy Saturdays, and then sleep again. Sounds so
I love it.
exciting. Not
Nice.
really. It was fun though. Last night was hilarious. I feel like there was a moment, and Disbrew, I guess, placed his cup of whiskey somewhere he doesn't usually place it. And so he spilt his whiskey.
Oh,
You all hear
no.
is and he smiles and goes, I'm gonna have to be right back.
Oh no.
He spilled it all over his keyboard.
Oh no.
No.
Party foul. Ugh.
Yes. Yes, and I learned a new fact
Bummer.
about Disbrew, which we're going to bother him. I need people to remember for me. He says that he can put both his feet behind his head.
Why does he know
What?
this?
Exactly. What?
Well, okay
Why?
then.
Why would he
How does
need?
he know that he can do that?
Because
Yeah, why
people
would he need to
asked
do
him
this?
when he was like in school when he was younger, and so when he had his like feet behind his head, someone like pushed him, and it was like a slow fall back, like a turtle.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine? Young Disbrew.
Oh no.
That's young Disbrew. I don't think he can do that now.
Yeah,
I mean,
he says
maybe,
he
but-
can. He says he can, and he
He's still
does he still?
okay.
What?
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, so he's still as flexible as he was when he was like a baby. 'Cause
Apparently, he said he'll do it once it cools down. It's too hot to do it now.
Oh god.
That's sus. I don't think I want to see a man with his feet behind his head.
I do.
Yep, I don't either.
I want to see Disbrew just because I've never would have imagined that was like a hidden
Especially
talent.
with how tall he is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, look, if he doesn't do it on stream, then we're gonna get him to do it in Vegas.
Yes,
Oh my
exactly.
goodness.
Exactly. We need to see the receipts. Like it has to. You have to do it now.
See, if that's the case, though, he's gonna need that icy drink that we all had at the
Oh
arcade
my
bar
god.
to get him properly sloshed.
Yeah, I need to actually drink a whole icy drink from that bar because I never got the full
They're really good.
experience.
Yeah, they're super good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to message him now. I'm gonna be like, dude, why do you know? How did that happen? How do you know that you can do that? That's something Josh would know. I
Josh
don't
would know.
about,
That see, doing it as a kid is one thing, but like knowing that you can still do it, that means you've done it.
You tried it.
that means you've practiced, and you're like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah, we need to know the deets for sure.
yeah. We need to get
Um,
with good old Dispy.
Yep. Andrew,
Ask him
thank
the
you for
hard-hitting questions.
the 5. What if Xray sleeps through Spock scene in Wrath of Khan? I don't know. We'll have to watch it again.
Good morning, circus freak.
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah.
Hope to see the
That's it.
bonsai tree set. Looks cool. Didn't you just do that one,
Yeah,
Steph?
I finished.
Yeah.
It. Mm-hmm.
Steph
Yeah.
just did that last week. I have a few Lego sets on my wish list. I just need to get around to like buying them. I have this really cute chameleon one that I want to do, and I need to get around to doing that. I just need to buy it.
I want to get my hands on Gary's Legos. He's never going to build it, so might as well take advantage.
Wait, Gary has Legos.
Yeah.
Gary has a lot of Legos.
Oh
and they're
my
all
god, you're in the
storage.
same city. You should.
I was just no, I was at their house because Melissa gave me a haircut the other
Oh my
day,
god,
and
I
I'm
heard
like,
about
did
the
not
haircut
know.
palooza that she did.
Uh-oh.
Yes, we had a haircut palooza.
Yeah. I was a little jealous because when I called her last week, she's like, I'm just on a walk with so and so, and I was like, okay, and just saw them. I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. I want to be
Yep.
there.
Yeah, it was a nice haircut palooza. And baking. Did she
fun.
tell you about the baking?
Oh,
my
Yes,
gosh.
yes, there was baking involved. Oh, and she's like, you would have been here to help finish. I'm like, yep, but I'm not.
That sounds fun. I need to move to Tejas.
You do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Gary was saying that I need to fix my internet by moving to the States.
Yes, yeah.
I mean,
that
it
too.
is a workaround.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a work. It's a work
Telling
expense.
you, just come move in with me.
Oh my god. Hey, I would love that. I would I guess I'd take the room between your offices.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd make my little office there.
Mm-hmm.
The bed would have to go though, because
Yes.
I'm not safe on it.
Did we talk about that?
I don't know if they know.
I don't know anything about the bed, the unsafe bed.
It's not really that unsafe. I'm just retarded. The first night.
Hi,
So-
Crystal.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the first night, go over, and it's like a day bed. So there's actually a slide out bed underneath, and then another bed on top. But I didn't pull the one out underneath. Then I guess they had gone to bed, and their bedroom's like, I guess, below that bedroom, and so there was a long pillow just kind of just for the back, and I just kind of left it there. I was too lazy, and I was on my right side, and I was like, oh, I gotta grab something. So I rolled to my left, thinking, okay, I'll just grab that wire for my phone, and I fall off the bed.
And so I'm awake, laying in bed, and all of a sudden I hear a. It's just like. And I just look at Jeremy, and we go. She'll text me if she's okay. She'll text me if she needs something.
And I was just like, I'm not saying anything, hoping that they were asleep the entire time.
So it wasn't even that you were like asleep and you
Nope.
fell
I was
off.
fully awake.
You were fully awake. Oh no.
I think if I was asleep, I
Oh,
wouldn't
my
have fallen off the
goodness.
bed.
Oh no.
It's too funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
And the next day, she's like, so.
You okay?
Yeah.
How was the bed?
Let's just sleep.
Any
Good.
accidents?
Anything I need to know about?
Nope. We're all good. We're all good. That was a fun first night.
That was the first night too.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Night?
Yeah.
It was like what 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and
Yep. Very special moment. It's fine. It's fine, you know. Oh god. Yep.
A day
oh
in the
my
life.
god,
A day in the life.
Yep.
Sounds glorious.
oh, it was so funny.
It was. And I'm glad I wasn't
Oh.
hurt.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're okay.
But it was a good
Do you-
laugh.
It was.
Do you find that I wouldn't call you clumsy though.
Not
No?
clumsy. That was just a freak of nature accident, I think. When that happened. Cause when I sleep, I actually don't move like side to side. I'll like roll, like I'll lift myself up and then roll because I'm used to like being in smaller beds.
Hmm.
I don't know,
Mhm.
unless I don't think I've ever really bothered Kara like sleeping in the same bed as
No.
her. So, yeah, just one of those teens. Yeah, but now I have a king
Sorry.
bed and I still do it.
Oh my gosh.
What fall?
Actually, that happened once with Mark, but I was drunk.
Oh my goodness.
I was trying to go yet
Wait,
again,
you
reach for
weren't drunk?
something, and then I fell off, and then I sat beside the bed, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it feels really nice here, so just leave me here for a moment."
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna
gosh.
stay here now. This is where I live.
This is
And
where I
then-
live.
And then he's like, "Okay, all right."
Good
So you
night.
weren't drunk when you fell off the bed? You just fell off the bed.
Not with at Kara's house, but at home, I was definitely drunk.
Okay. I was thinking maybe she was a little bit tipsy. It's okay.
No, I
No.
wasn't even tipsy at Kara's. It was just
No.
tired. That's it. I have no excuses whatsoever.
When you
Oh
fell
my
off when
God.
you were drunk, like on a scale from 1 to Max and Las Vegas trip.
Ah!
Um.
Oh, I was definitely at Max Las Vegas trip. That was how drunk I
Nice.
was.
Nice.
When I fell off the bed and just
Yeah.
said, "I'm gonna stay here."
Yep.
How
This
I
is a nice,
how I
this-
know
this
is
feels good.
when I get to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna sit by the toilet in case.
Yep.
I didn't
Ooh.
puke that night, but I just felt like in case. And so like after I'd fallen off the bed, I went to the bathroom and just chilled out there for a smidgen, and yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
One of my friends, while I was still in the Marine Corps, we were at a training school. We were there for about 6 to 8 months, where they just train you how to be a platoon commander. Like it's strictly teaching you how to lead, teaching you all the ins and outs of like how to train your platoon, and they grade you based off of your performance at the school. And then based off of like what your grade is, you can then decide what you want to do with your career, whether you want to go infantry, artillery, combat engineer, whatever it may be. And so you're kind of in these boarding rooms, like in these like dorm rooms. And so my buddy, who was rooming with me, came back super late one night, and I heard him come in, but I didn't know if he was like in bed or not, because I woke up when I heard him come in and I was like, wait, where is he? And sure enough, I turned on the light in the bathroom, and he was just in the fetal position in the bathroom, like lying on the ground, on the cold floor. And so I took a picture and I sent it to his girlfriend, and I was like, do I leave him here or do I get him? And she's like, you just leave him.
He's happy there. Just leave him.
He'll wake up.
Yep. I've done that before.
Done that many times.
All thanks to one night was Jaeger and one night was Jello shots.
Jaeger.
Oh, Jaeger is the absolute worst thing coming back up.
Oh, well, it tastes nasty for sure. Oh my god.
Yep.
I've had a Jaeger hangover, and that's the one and only time that I drink Jaeger.
And everyone has a tequila story too.
It's so bad.
I love my tequila though.
I was introduced to Jaeger bombs that night.
Ugh. Yep.
Oh
Jaeger
God.
Bombs. Jaeger bombs.
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah. I was enjoying the song. How dare you stop?
I know.
Sing,
monkey, sing.
I won't sing, but I will say this from Josh for another $5. Gosh dang, man. Thank you so much. Wait, I gotta get his little there we go. So I normally play the DJ air horn, which you guys so lovingly end up doing for me.
Comic book noises.
But... You mean onomatopoeias?
Yeah. Onomatopoeia. Okay.
And but for Josh, I play like the clown bicycle horn because he's just a tard, so I just play that for him instead of the DJ air horn. No, because he gets special treatment. But I have to read this now. He says, "Let's test this. Hi, my name is Max. My goal in life, oh no,
it's gonna become a blur.
Is to emulate my hero Soups. He's my favorite YouTuber, and I hope to be half as good as him one day."
Who?
Oh my god.
Who's that?
I hate you, Josh, but thank you for the $5. So Soups is one of those like shill react, quote unquote react channels where like you guys have probably seen him before. He did it to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, he did it to the Wolverine Deadpool trailer, and he'll just like scream his lungs out. He's like what everyone makes fun of.
Glasses? Is he the one with the glasses?
No, he's like this young Zoomer, like TikToker kid, who is just the most disingenuous, like annoying face on the internet, and he just screams at everything. Like he has no substance. He's just. But Josh for $5. Apparently, he's my favorite YouTuber on the platform. So.
Does he use the word obsessed a lot?
His like catchphrase, if I can even call it that, is "Let's effing go," or he'll just say like, "Let's fucking go," but he just screams it all the time. So like, nothing is actually meaningful because, like, he'll just like, "Oh, trailer for Echo, let's fucking go," and it's like, dude, you're so lame.
Oh, honey.
I've noticed that like when Zoomers and Alpha, like when that generation wants to make an emphasis about how much they love something, they use the word obsessed. I'm so obsessed with it. I'm
so
obsessed.
obsessed.
I'm
Yes,
obsessed.
Well,
in reality
interesting.
television, they always say that. I'm obsessed with that. I'm obsessed.
I'm
I'm
obsessed.
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 I don't understand that.
Yeah, I
Nope.
was about to say why is that the
We're old.
I have
That's
no
probably
idea.
why.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
obsessed. That's
We're
why.
not obsessed. Absolutely.
No.
Or when people are like, I thought maybe my generation was
Oh,
literally
there's somebody at my door. I'll be right back.
okay.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I thought like for us it was literally like, oh my God, I literally can't even right now.
Oh, they
It wasn't
use literally too. Literally
okay, so that's
obsessed.
their thing.
Yeah, they still say
Literally
literally.
obsessed.
Literally obsessed. Yeah.
Too
They just
funny.
added obsessed to literally. I'm so obsessed.
Literally.
I'm obsessed.
Literally.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you can do literally. I think to really emphasize it, you really got to get that literally.
Literally.
Oh.
Literally.
Literally.
But then you also have to oh, sorry, go ahead, Steph.
They're obsessed. Literally obsessed.
They are
Inject it
obsessed
into my
with the word
veins.
obsessed. Oh my God. Injected into my veins.
Inject it into my veins. Yeah. I watched too
What
much
was the other
TikTok.
thing? Like nuked from orbit. Literally, I thought that was something else that they said. My man's literally nuked from orbit or
I've
something.
never heard that.
I've
My
never heard
man's
that one.
literally nuked from orbit.
I've never heard that one.
You're too cool for us, Max.
No.
Can't
Well, he
handle
goes
Guys,
to.
I gotta go BRB real quick because we got somebody who's gotta come look at our stuff.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I will be right back.
We'll be here.
Remember, Max went to school with all of these people.
That's
know.
true. He knows the lingo.
Unfortunately.
He knows
I
the
know.
lingo.
He infiltrated them at some point.
I was like, so give me some of these words that you guys use.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of like I remember I was talking to people and thumbs up is a microaggression now. The emoji.
Oh yeah.
They think it's like a middle finger.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
period at the end of a text is a microaggression as well.
It's a microaggression.
Well,
It's so
I mean, to be fair, that really is kind of microaggressions. No, I'm kidding.
I totally use it though. Thumbs up all the time. Like
Better
it's just to acknowledge that I read the text.
If you, oh yeah, that's fine. Like a thumbs up on a text message is like, oh cool, got it. But like you don't have anything else to say, so you're just like, okay, thank you. But if you send me a text message that has a period, like at the end of the text message, I'm in big trouble. Like I'm expecting you that you're like about to kill me.
Oh really?
funny.
Well,
Oh yeah.
get ready. No I'm kidding.
Oh no. Like if I were to be like, hey, Xray, you gonna join us on this Sunday? And you just go, yep, with a period. I'm like, uh-oh, what did I do?
Oh God.
So,
Back in the day when I used to do voice to text, I would do that.
what, you would just say yep, period?
Yes, like exclamation mark, yes, period, or whatever, right? And yeah, so now, oopsies.
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 Oopsie poopsies.
Many people probably thought I was mad at them then.
Microaggression.
Microaggression, I know.
Xray over here committing all these microaggressions.
I know. Well, I'm probably the most racist out of all of y'all, so.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It is true.
But we still love you, though.
Thank
She's
you.
allowed to be. She's Asian.
That's white adjacent, according to Twitter, though. I don't know.
Finished my
Yeah.
island.
Nice.
Oh, you finished it already. Nice.
That was quick.
Captain's Island. Oops. A lot of pieces to it. Captain's Island.
Amaze balls.
And here's his boat.
So yeah, what is everyone working on again today? So Kara's doing her Witcher puzzle. Steph, you've been doing your Animal Crossing Lego.
Yep.
And then Xray, you've been doing Gundam?
Yes, so this Gundam I got from Lynn sent this to me. Lynn Jones.
Lynn Jones? Oh, nice.
She's off the wish list. I love the wish
Lynn is
list.
so cool.
She's so sweet.
She's awesome.
Oh my god, you should just have Animal Crossing music on the entire time, actually.
If I was by myself, I would have that. I usually put on lo-fi. Like when I do a Lego stream on my own, I'll put on some music.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
Oh, excuse you.
I apologize. That was
a good one.
It just
This is such a
escaped.
thick book for such a small build.
A lot of instructions.
Yeah, I didn't expect for the book to be this thick because it's a small build. It's not a lot of pieces.
He's so thick.
So big.
It's like 233 pieces. It's not a lot. The book is thick.
Do you prefer... No, actually, Steph prefers thin books. She doesn't like the thick books.
What?
Steph likes skinny guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Putting words in her mouth, boy.
No, that's what's...
Max is like... I don't like the bulky, like the bulky muscles. It's not that I don't like thick men.
I understand that. I understand that.
Give me a good thick king. I don't mind. It's the bulky like muscles.
Yeah, I will say I've dated bulky muscle dudes, and Max has heard this from me already. I'm like, the amount of food they have to eat, the amount of space they take, and like the care they need for their bodies is too much for me. Sorry.
Noted.
There's that one. I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna build Julian's birthday party now.
Fat fingers. I don't know if I could put this in.
Max took that personally. He's like,
I
you
think
don't
he
like
did.
muscles.
I'm so sorry.
I'm like muscles.
It depends on the personality too, though. Like the person I had dated that was the bigger dude, was high maintenance, and I didn't really like it.
Yeah, I think it can be, I don't know, if you're like prepping for a competition or something, like if that's your sport, it can be really difficult and, like you said, very high maintenance. But if you're doing it recreationally and you're just trying to stay healthy and stay fit, like it can still be pretty high maintenance, but it's not as life or death, you know?
I'm ruining this box.
Oh no, you're just ripping it to shreds.
I just ripped it. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I just ruined it.
Firmly grasp it.
Don't do that. Oh my god. Fat fingers. I can't get... This build is a lot more difficult than the other ones. I don't understand it.
Okay.
Why is this one so difficult, Xray?
I'm not understanding the instructions. They're all in Asian.
Uh-oh.
I can't understand Asian.
Lewis says there's hope, bro.
There's what?
Lewis says there's hope, bro.
For what?
'Cause I like it.
Bro.
Oh, I don't mind.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Our solar panels that we started the process on last March is finally finishing getting set up today.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, congratulations.
Last March.
Wow.
Yeah, the contractors have been good, but the actual company that this thing has been going through has been a freaking nightmare.
Damn.
Like to the point to where we've had to threaten legal action.
Jeez. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Oh, look.
But we're finally getting it done. I'm okay with that.
Nice.
Oh, I have
bless you.
hiccups. You're...
Sorry, I guess not bless you.
You're gonna save money on your electricity bill. Let's go.
Yes, especially since our last one was like $500.
But Jesus, they actually should refund you for the time that you didn't have power.
Yeah.
Have you
that'd
called
be
and
nice.
asked about that? They usually do if you call.
I haven't seen anything because typically it just goes off of the wattage that's used. So
You
I
gotta
don't
go
know.
Karen on them.
There's been times where like I'll lose power because of a storm. I think it happened like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember exactly when, but it was a bad storm. So we were out. It was oh man, it was longer than that. It was maybe like 5 years ago, like or 4 years ago. We were out of electricity because we had this huge cold front come through, and the whole city was out of power. And
See,
we had
that's
to.
a different story. Like it's just our neighborhood that just freaking sucks with power.
Okay.
But I do understand that because I've been through a similar situation with the ice storm.
I love the way you do that, Xray.
I know. I always giggle every time she does that.
Wait, what?
Do you not realize that you do that?
No.
You're an active listener.
Yes.
I do that all the time, probably. You know what? It's probably with
You do.
patience.
It cracks me up every time you do it.
It's probably do with patience. It started there. So they felt heard. Yep. Something like that. Do I do that a lot?
Yep.
Yep.
You do. It's
it.
cute though.
It is. It's like
It's the X-rayism.
X-rayism.
I will say, I think the best person who picks up on like these little things is probably Steph, because when you do those impersonations of people,
Oh yes,
it's so good. Like I would
they're
never
so spot
have
on.
picked those little details up like you do. It's great.
100%.
Great.
I asked Steph, I was like, Steph, how would you impersonate me though? Like what tisms do I have that you would key in on and like, do an impersonation on? And she like totally nailed it. I was like, oh my God, this is so funny.
So strange, but great.
Yeah. Her
I don't know what mine would
impersonation
be.
great.
Okay, Steph, do an impression of all three of us, and we have to guess.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Okay, unless you need time, then that's fine.
Psychotic Mongoose, thank you for the gifted membership.
Same Z Psychotic Mongoose, thank you.
I feel like I have to be like very, very stern with Krista. With Kara.
I'm stern.
Very stern with Kara, because like when I think of Kara, every time I like try to do something, it's based off of like me watching you guys work. Right.
Oh.
So I'm like at the Rippaverse booth, like,
Oh
no, yes, you have to go to the back of the line, and
Yes.
then we start there, and then once you get here, he'll probably be here by the time you get here, but he's not going to be here until about 4 o'clock. Okay. Like,
I can see that.
I love it. That's perfect.
oh my god.
Stern but sweet.
Yes.
stern but sweet. Yes.
Communicative.
Very to the point. Yes, it's just very to the point. Like, I know what I'm doing, and I need to finish my job, so you need to get out of the way.
Yes. Oh my god.
That was perfect. Good job.
But when
Thank you so much, Psychotic Mongoose, for the gifted membership to Bubba CMT. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. Just so you guys know, I don't know if I will have to, but I might have to dip out a little early.
Okay.
It just depends on what they need to do.
Okay.
So I hope I don't have to leave early. I want to work on my puzzle and hang out with y'all.
Yeah, we'd love to have you here, but duty calls. I was gonna say if I've been a little bit silent, I apologize. I've been trying to work on this shoulder pad, and like Steph and I have talked about, like when you're either putting a sticker on or when you're like trying to get in like the perfect detail, you like can't breathe. You can't breathe. You can't talk. You can't do anything. So you just kind of like,
Because you're so
and then you like,
concentrated.
yeah, and then you just kind of like quickly have to like, line in there, pencil in or paint in the thing or place the sticker, and then you can talk again.
Excuse me.
But God bless you.
Easy.
Sorry.
Okay. For Max, see every time I have to picture everybody just working. I feel like that's what people see other people. So like with Max, like, all right, let's move on to this comic. So what did you guys think? I read it and I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. Just the detail in the artwork and the picture alone, the cover. Look at the lines right here. You can see like the emphasis. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree?
That's pretty damn good. I love it.
Yeah. Accurate.
Accurate.
Accurate. That's very Asian of you.
Very Asian. You get A+ for that. Make your family proud.
Man. Steph, see now, every time.
And there we go.
Now, every time I'm gonna do a comic book review or do my live stream, I'm gonna have to completely do it differently. I'm gonna be like, oh God, Steph is gonna be watching.
She's always watching.
I like Xray.
Always watching.
Laugh.
Let's ask.
I like. There's this one laugh that Xray Girl does, and she's like, I love that laugh.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird ones there. I don't have a single laugh. Like, people have a signature laugh. Like, Jay has the ha 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 ha. Sorry, I can't really do a good impersonation of it. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
We're so mean. Now the whole rest of the stream is just gonna be.
It's not mean when I'm laughing too.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah, because we do it out of love.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's true.
Yes.
The mannerisms.
Yeah, if it weren't true, it wouldn't be as funny.
Exactly.
Like if you'd never did that or said that, it'd be like, what? Why is that?
That's so lame.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Alex Slusher, thank you for the dollar. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I
Brad, hold your breath.
impersonate to be mean.
Huh?
I don't impersonate to be mean. I do it out of love.
It's because you
Yeah.
pay attention.
I don't pay that much attention. I mean, I do, but not in that detail. I'm not as detail oriented as you are.
I actually love watching Kara work. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm like, gosh, she's so on it. She's so on it. I admire it so much. Like I admire it. Like I need to.
Aww.
That's cute.
Yes, because you're just like like the ins and outs of everything. Like you're so on it.
That's
And
true.
I actually love listening to you speak whenever you're on stream, because your train of thought is really well thought out too. Like you just know things, or not know things, but you pay attention to things and you can articulate them very well. I admire that.
Oh, I feel the exact opposite about me.
No, no.
Oh, wait. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. I
feel like
never really noticed that. So I always feel like I ramble through things and just kind of stumble through life.
No. It's funny because like when I was over at the G&G HQ, Jeremy was like, "Don't do anything around Stephanie. She notices everything."
Oh my gosh. That's great.
Yeah, there's one person that'll notice something that happens. Like it's Steph. Like she just notices everything. I'm like, yeah, just pay attention.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like it.
Um,
I watched like a lot of people too.
people
I mean, it's kind of
watching
your
is
job
very
to
fun.
watch people too, and to pick up on those moments that other people can relate to, and I mean, you do make content out of it too, which is you only succeed. I mean, the main reason you succeed at that is because you do pay attention. So
I don't have anybody watching me, so I'll screw up a lot though. Like nobody was watching her. She got way too drunk. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's okay. I'm
it
the
happens
same
to
way.
all of us.
Yeah. We've all had our Vegas moments of drunkenness.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like,
Yep.
Kara had her first year when you
My
were
first
there.
meetup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Max was the
I
last
was like,
one.
I'm drunk. I'm going home.
I love Kara when she's drunk though. Your first
so
year there, you
sweet.
were just like so just you get so happy drunk. I love it.
I am
You
a
get so
happy and affectionate drunk.
Yes, and affectionate drunk. You're happy and affectionate when you're drunk. You're like, "Ah." You make like this adorable little smile, just like your eyes almost like close.
I know. She gets super
Feeling
Asian
good.
looking.
I do.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Everybody's just been so nice and welcoming. Like the smile just like never leaves your face.
I
It's so
know.
cute.
It's so cute.
She does like the big Asian Pikachu eyes when he's happy, when he's content.
Oh my gosh.
Oops.
Oh.
Healing.
Oh, my heart.
If we are complimenting people on their work or how they stream or how they go live, Steph, I do have to say, when you go off, like whether it's on Tuesday night's main event or on your own show, I love like one of my favorite Stephanies are based Steph. So like
Yes.
whenever you're talking about like culture or identity politics or like Hollywood or something, and you're calling out stuff, it's just something comes over you and it's just so awesome to see. It's just like this very strong, convicted, powerful presence that's like, yeah, this stuff is happening and you have to call it out, and if you're not seeing it, you're an idiot, you know? Right? But you
Yes.
say it in also a way that's like
Approachable.
like yeah, approachable, but it's also what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it's intelligent. You're not just saying like, "Oh, it's woke." Like you're actually giving examples and like you're actually showcasing like this and this and this are the examples, and it like this is what we've seen for the past like 5-10 years or whatever, and like this is why we need more storytelling that's in line with this thing or that thing, and it always is very well spoken and like well researched. But yeah, it's pretty funny. You'll get that moment, and it's just like base Steph is the best Steph.
I rarely get to speak, so when I do, I try to make the most out of it.
Yeah, you have to. Well, especially on Tuesday's main event when you've got like 10 people, you know.
Yeah.
So many people.
Fun.
I just got
But
so
no,
hungry.
I have to like be if I'm making a point, it has to be like something that I know for sure about. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And if I'm saying something, it has to be something that nobody else has said. You know, so that way it gets other people to sort of like think about it as well.
Oh yeah, you don't
Yes.
want to be a parrot.
Yeah.
And that's the tough part on a lot of these streams is like if you do get a chance to speak, you want to say something that's either different or unique or something that people can think about more, because you don't want to just like regurgitate talking points. Like you want to actually add value to the conversation. So it can be tough when you've got, like I said, a panel of 10 people trying to kind of find your place that maybe something hasn't said already, or but I do appreciate those panel conversations because I think everyone does have a different perspective on things, or bring something new to the conversation.
Yes. Sorry, I'm like half. I have to have my headphones like half on so I can hear in case they have somebody at the door.
No worries, no worries. You're good, you're good.
That was sweet. Thank you, Max.
Oh, you're
Max
welcome.
is so
I just,
nice. He's so complimentary.
oh,
He's so
That's
sweet.
so sweet.
I'm blushing. Hi, Cappy Nova.
Yeah,
Karen says you
Yeah.
also get talked over a lot too. That's because
I think it happens.
I let people talk over me.
That's why I
don't
like
mind
smaller panels, like 4-ish is great.
Yeah.
Because then you're not like battling and like I love FNT, but FNT is not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's fair. Because it really is meant kind of for the guest, but then again, sometimes the guest doesn't even really get to speak sometimes.
It really depends. You have to be a very like boisterous type of being to do well.
Yeah. And everyone's
That ain't
different
me.
because like Kerp will kind of, not in a bad way, but Kerp will take over the conversation and will kind of guide it or lead it. But then you look at someone like Benny, like when Benny comes on, Benny isn't really ingrained in as much as like the culture war stuff. So he asks really great questions. So
Yes.
he'll ask the panel and he'd be like, so guys, what would make Star Wars better? Or like for you guys, what would Star Wars have to do in order to come back, right? And like great questions that really gets the panel engaged because Benny just isn't really in our sphere of influence. So each guest has something very unique about them. I just read Razor Fist's Ghost of the Badlands, and it's excellent. But like Razor Fist is a wordsmith, so when you get him on as a guest, you can expect him to be super articulate, right? So I think that's I think that's why I like the FNT panels, but you're right, Xray. It can get like super overwhelming at times when everyone is talking.
Well, yeah, and depending on who you are, like it's hard to get a word in, and we've seen it with some guests, we've seen it with where they can handle it and some can't.
Yeah, I like the guests, like Max was saying, the guests that are very active and asking a lot of questions. I love those types of guests that'll engage the panel. And then like I also like watching side scrollers because
Craig is such a good interviewer.
He's a great interviewer. Craig
He
is such
really
an excellent
is.
interviewer. Yes, I love watching side scrollers just for that.
Yeah,
Craig
I
is so
always
good
love going on
stream.
there.
Yeah, he's so good on stream and he's so engaging and he asks such like mind-provoking questions. I love watching.
I saw you were on there recently. Whenever he was doing his the thing about the Mr. Beast stuff.
And you too,
I was lurking
Kara.
for a minute.
Saw you were on recently as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Monday, but I was lurking while Steph was on the other night. With I think you were on there with Mike.
Yeah, with Mike
and Savvy.
Savvy. Yeah, and Savvy.
Yeah.
I want to talk to her. I haven't talked to her yet. Mark's like, you'd like her.
Oh, you would.
Oh my God, yeah. I think her humor just cracks me up. The way that she she handles the G&G crew very well on those panels.
Steph, I think that's actually where I saw your the based Steph like. Oh wait, did she just go to a be right back screen?
I did. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that was the last time I saw like super based Steph was on that Side Scrollers podcast. That was cool.
Super bass. It's a Nicki Minaj song. Anyways,
oh, is it?
Sorry, random. Yeah, my thoughts are
weird. I didn't know that. Nicki Minaj. God, I haven't listened to Yeah. I don't think I've ever listened to her stuff.
I like pop music, whatever.
Kevin Cadfail. What's happening, dude? He says, Max, what is your opinion on female custodes?
Uh-oh.
In theory, yeah, poor Xray is like, oh boy. In theory, I don't like them. In practice, I don't like them. It doesn't work for the setting. It doesn't work for the unit makeup. And I think that people who are gaslighting you saying, oh, lore changes all the time, it's bigger than that. It's not just, oh, you changed lore. It's that you know, the Warhammer community or Games Workshop pretty much gaslit everyone into believing that this has always been a thing. And what other purpose would they be doing it for, right? Like, is it to add to the story? No, not really. They're not trying to add anything to the lore that's actually meaningful. It doesn't seem like they're trying to do so for a new model range, so it doesn't seem like they're doing anything for that either. So the only logical conclusion is that it's ideological, and because of that, it already is. You're wrong, you know. So I do not care for it. I think it's a really dumb decision that waters down all the other female factions that actually do have great lore, and do have great models. But what do I know?
You're a man. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Exactly. Exactly.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what it's like to be a woman, which is actually factually true, but yeah.
Yes. Well, no, actually, I can be a woman though. Like I can
that's
I
true.
can understand.
You can become a boxer in the Olympics
Yeah.
and win, probably. Just
I
based
can,
on your
yeah.
born
my
identity.
Could you imagine? That'd be terrifying.
You looking like a woman?
That and just me in a ring with another one with another or with a woman, that would not go over well for anyone.
I don't think you would do it at all. Nope.
No. No, you have to be mentally challenged to
Max has more dignity than that.
Yeah.
yes. Thank you. It's just not a good look at all. So oh, Miranda's in the chat.
Hello.
What up?
What's up, Miranda? How are you? Hopefully you're having a good
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, we hope you're doing well. Hopefully you're painting along with us. But she says, yeah, it's Sisters of Silence Erasure. And that's kind of my thing. It's like they already have a female faction within Custodes. Why ruin the one that they did? So yeah, Lewis says, bro, don't even go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. It is a choice, but hey, I mean, the great thing is that all the activist types of wargamers like to choose their lore and like to choose their retcons and say that, you know, oh, well, actually the Imperium are blah blah blah, or actually, you know, this, you know, the Tau are the good guys because they're communists and they are for the greater good, you know, so they're actually the good guys of the setting or whatever. So if they can choose their lore, I can choose my lore and I can say, oh yeah, no, there's no such thing as female custodes. I don't accept that. So
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to run to the other room real quick.
No worries.
No
worries.
Circus Freak Max says, as a dedicated Tyranid player, is that how you say it? Tyranid?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Tyranid? I don't like female custodes. They don't taste the same.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh.
And the added estrogen is bad for my Carniflex's diet.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's funny. Those are the big alien bug monsters that you guys see in like the Space Marine games.
Ooh.
Yeah, so no, I normally would never agree with the bug people. We have to because me as a Black Templar player, I have to purge the heretic, the alien, and the witch. So so yeah, I normally would never agree with a Tyranid, but in this I do.
Like, we got to band together.
Yeah, against the females. Get them out of here. No, I'm kidding.
Miss Asni on FNT. Az is gonna Az. We're gonna piss him off today. It'll be fun.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you guys are doing chain together,
Hey,
right?
I'm so nervous to play
What are you doing together?
chain together.
Chain together.
Oh.
My worst enemy are lasers and jumping puzzles.
Oh my god, the freaking lasers.
Freaking hate the laser. If I could skip that part, I would. But I can't. So.
Frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams on there.
Freaking laser beams. Yeah, not a fan. But it is what it is. Aren't you
I'm playing
playing
that
Chain
game.
Together, Steph?
I was just about to say, yeah, I'm playing that game with Disbrew today.
I told him, I'm like, I love you, but I could never play this game with you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's we're total opposites because I was talking to him and I was like, I don't really care about winning, and I am a terrible like because he's seen my streams like when I'm playing games like I'm not a gamer at all, and he's like the total opposite. He's
like a
incredibly
hardcore gamer.
competitive,
Uh-huh.
and he's
Oh,
a
yes.
hardcore gamer. So I was like, you know what, this might be entertaining. Let's do it.
I think it will be, but I think he can only deal with one non-type of gamer. If it was 3 non-gamers, he'd be like, oh no, he would have a aneurysm, the poor
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, because I think like it was supposed to be me and Jay Hailstorm, and Jay Hailstorm was like, ask Disbrew. I was like, I can ask him, sure. And he was just straight away like, I don't think I can do that. You're gonna,
No,
I don't want.
Yeah, he's being kind.
Yeah, he was like, I don't think I can do that. He's like, unless you want to hear me just yell at you for the whole time, I can't do that. He's like, if it was just me and you, sure, but he goes, I can't do like 3 other people. I was like, okay, so we just ended up making it just me and him.
Yeah, I agree with that move because yeah. Oh.
So, and then me and Jay Hellstorm just ended up doing a different stream. So he's doing like teach me how to Fortnite. So like
Teach me how to.
he made these thumbnails so where he's like the teacher and I'm the student.
oh, it's funny.
Amazeballs.
Yeah.
That's what we did with Genshin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I love Genshin.
Haven't played in a long time.
I know. I probably should, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay.
I was gonna say, oh, the real question you'd ask Disparu is, can he put his legs behind his head? And if so, why does he know that?
Yes, you
Yeah.
should definitely ask
How
him
did
that.
how did he find out?
I feel like he accidentally spilled that. Was he drunk?
Mm,
I mean, he always
I
has a
don't think it
couple
was some-
drinks, right?
Okay.
I don't think it's like that weird. Is it? Is it weird?
For a guy to be able to do that?
weird.
I mean, it's
Weird.
just the flexibility of your hips just depends on how your joint sits in the joint socket. That
Yeah,
never changes, but I don't know.
I am not flexible.
I'm flexible front and back, but to the sides I'm not.
Oh, front and back.
Yeah, like splits. And this is just because like this is all my dance stuff coming out. Like we did a full analysis of all that stuff. As a kid.
Max just perked up.
Yeah, he did.
I heard flexibility and I was like, what?
What was that?
Squeeze me.
Front to back?
Yeah.
That's how you should wipe when you go poo poo. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
And
it is.
immediately I am not excited anymore.
What do you expect with us?
flexibility, front to back, and then
Boo-boo.
Oh Lord.
Is a weird. I know. Okay. Ah! Sticker fell off.
That's why I love you. Maybe that's why we do so well together.
I know.
It's because we're all a little weird.
I think the internet breeds weird people, but in a good way.
A little pismy.
Everyone's weird. There's no such thing
The
as
right
normal.
amount of tism.
They're just the right amount of tism.
Yes.
I as a tisms.
Josh brings up a good point. I know we've been kind of in the loop about Snow White, and since I brought up the weird thing, or someone brought up the weird thing, Josh says, or speaking of weird, am I the only one who thought Rachel Zegler looked like she had downs in the Snow White trailer?
Oh.
She looks like Lord Farquaad, which is a diss to
She
Lord
does.
Farquaad.
Yes.
What did
Someone
they do to my
brought
boy
up-
Dopey? My poor Dopey. He looks
Aw.
terrible.
It's so weird how these are live action and there's so much computer graphics in it. Like,
Ugh,
Yeah.
they're like gross.
It's
like-
so funny. It's like they do CGI on things that like they can't bring to life, right? And control. So like the Lion King movies and Mufasa movies and the Jungle Book, it's all mocap or whatever they do with that, and CGI. But dwarves, like
They're real
dwarfism is a
dwarves.
thing. You have real dwarves that could play those roles. So what are you trying to say? They don't exist?
no,
You have to
it's
CGI
Peter
them in your
Dinklage
movie?
ruined it. He's the only dwarf that
did.
can exist in Hollywood.
Yeah. He really did. Now I know that there is one dwarf for sure. It's the dwarf from Pirates of the Caribbean movies. That
Oh
guy.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
he's playing Grumpy. That's the only one that I know of.
That's so odd.
And I don't even know if he's like actually playing the role of Grumpy or just the voice of Grumpy. But he's playing Grumpy because he's like listed in the IMDb.
Interesting.
That's so sad. I feel so bad. Literally taking jobs
Yeah.
away from people, like actual DEI hires that you could hire, that you should hire.
And it's so funny because like when that news was coming out and all of the dwarf actors were upset because of what Peter Dinklage said, you know, they talked about how and I was actually watching something from oh my goodness. It was like something from The Wizard of Oz. It was, I can't remember which movie it was, but it wasn't the new Wicked movie though. But it was something from The Wizard of Oz, and these actors were talking about how there's dream roles for little people.
Yeah.
And Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, like those are dream roles for them because they're very well aware of their limitations as little people and as actors, right? So they're very aware of like the limited roles that they can take. And some of these roles are dream roles for them. So for Disney to take those away and make it CGI, it's like a slap in the face to them.
Mm-hmm. It's literally retarded.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. And I hope that a lot of these actors speak up. Because Disney needs to feel it. They need to understand that they're not the kind, inclusive, loving, company that everyone thinks that they are.
Nope.
I don't know. Did you see all
I
the
think
information
people are
released about
starting. Hmm?
Go ahead.
No, I think people are starting to figure it out.
Maybe.
Just taking a while.
Yeah. Because of where I live, like Southern California has the Disneyland here.
Mhm.
And it's real, like people are fully ingrained in the Disney adult mentality. Like Disney can do no wrong type of thing. So it's real weird talking to people here who are just like, they just don't even see it.
What's funny is that there's a Disney adults mentality.
Yeah.
so
It's
crazy.
kind of sad. Yeah.
There's a Disney adult mentality. Like Disney has fallen, that they're no longer relying on families. Like we got to cater to the Disney adults. Ugh.
Which is so short-sighted because realistically, if you don't get the younger generation, you don't have like
Exactly.
a customer base in like 10, 15 years.
That's why they've been able to survive for so long and thrive for so long, because like the love of the Disney projects that they put out is generational, right? Like we show this stuff to our kids, like, oh, I loved it, now you do it, or oh my gosh, I love this let's take a family vacation to Disney, and the kids will fall in love with Disney. Like it's a generational thing that caters to family and children, so that way they can continue to grow up with them. And by doing that, the company is continuing to be successful and thriving. Now you're going to be catering to Disney adults who have no children and no plans to have children. So it's like it's going to eventually end. That has an end point. That is no longer continuing on with your company and your corporation in catering to these adults who will eventually die off or eventually stop going because they can no longer physically can. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I saw a meme the other day on Twitter, and it was something to the effect of like, oh shoot, it was a woman who was saying, there will be so many generations of feminists, and then a guy walks in the frame and he was like, generations? Question mark? Because when you think about it, if these DILFs, or not DILFs,
DILFs.
like feminists, because I'm thinking of
DILFs of Disneyland?
no, there's like a
'Cause I
Disney
was.
term for them. But yeah, for a lot of these Disney adults, they just plan on like, like Disney has only catered to them and not to the children, and so it's like generations, question mark. If you're not actually trying to reach kids with like actual storytelling, or sorry, universal storytelling, and just rehashing, oh, Lion King, you guys like Lion King, right? We'll do Mufasa, and it's like, ugh, make something new.
I know they do, because I mean, I really liked like Frozen 1. That was fun for me. And what was the last one? I didn't watch the Princess Tiana one, but it seemed like it was well loved.
I loved that one, The Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
That one was really good.
I'm trying to think what other newer IPs they had.
You know why people love Frozen so much? Because you're creating not just one, but two new Disney princesses that little girls can fall in love with.
Ooh,
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you're creating some Disney princesses. Okay, where's nothing new? It's just prequels and sequels, nothing original. The one thing that they, Pixar had Inside Out 2, and I feel like I was like a rarity with that because I did not like it. I didn't like it. I was like, okay, well, it's cute and I understand why people enjoy it because of the cute little characters, but I didn't, as far as the story, I was like, nobody's looking at this and being like, it's another Disney Pixar film about a girl going through puberty. No, nobody doesn't think that's weird. All right, that's cool.
Yeah. Or that she has like anxiety attacks or something, and it's just, it just feels
and
odd.
all of the TikToks that I saw about when she was having the anxiety attack, everybody was like, "Oh, this is so real. I'm glad that they're showing this on screen." And it's like, okay, but what are they doing to help you like fix the anxiety attack? You're showing, anxiety, which is, something that people go through and live with mentally, but they have to take medicine for, right? You have to take medicine for anxiety, depression, all of that stuff.
Not necessarily. Like, it depends on how much anxiety you have. And I think especially with a teenager, you're going to be anxious. It's just part of growing up.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you're right about the dealing with it portion.
Or it's just called stress. Like there are people who have anxiety, but they have to get diagnosed for it or they have to go see someone about it. But I mean, a lot of the times I feel like it can just be summed up as like I'm stressed. And I hate to sound like, oh, I'm making light of a situation that's serious, but genuinely, like anxiety and depression, like as large as it is now, I never saw that in like the 90s. I didn't even know what anxiety and depression was. Like I was just like I was either sad or stressed. And those are two things that you can deal with by going to the gym, picking up a hobby, spending time with family. But now it's like, I think because of victim culture, you have to feel like you have a disability or you have something that is oppressive. And I think that that's just sad because you're kind of setting yourself up to be, yeah, like upset always. So, or just blaming things like, oh, I didn't do well at this because I have anxiety. And it's like, it's not an excuse. I'm sorry. So,
I think it's like it's just they look at it as a like
Scapegoat.
as something like that they're born with. Oh, I was just born this way, so it's
I
just something
can't
that I have to
change
deal
it.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't change it. Like, oh, it's just a part of me now. It's what makes me me. It's like, no, you realize you don't have to go through life like that, right? Like, you don't have to, there's things that you can do, things that you can put in place. That way you don't live your life like that. It's not something that you have to deal with on a daily basis. Stuff that you can actually work on it where you are no longer anxious about things, but no, don't do that.
Josh says, Steph, there's also a Harry Potter adult mentality. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Excuse me.
I was gonna say,
Sir, them some fighting words, sir.
Be careful what you say next.
Josh also says
wisely.
Josh also says anxiety is worse now than it used to be because we have no expectation for young people anymore. So anytime they face any type of challenge, they freak out. And then someone steps in and just takes care of it for them. The amount of 18-year-olds I see in my day job who have done basic life functions, drive, get gas, cook, purchase something, schedule. Or maybe what you're trying to say is the amount of 18-year-olds I see in my day job who haven't done basic life functions.
It's so true, though.
The reason is because everybody is like perpetually online. They don't have social skills anymore.
Right.
They don't know what it's like to earn things.
Yeah. Especially in school, like with the No Child Left Behind, they don't have to earn it. They just get moved up.
Oh my God. When I was teaching a little bit in a past life, I just remember there were so many kids that complain and then the teacher ends up acquiescing to their requests. It was just bad. I don't think we should be doing that. You know, the grade you earned is the grade you earned. You can't fight that. Unless it's blatantly wrong.
Needs to stay behind. If your child needs to stay behind because they, failed, let them stay behind. You're doing it for the good of the kid. But nope, they're just moving them along, and the amount of teachers that are coming out and speaking out about it and talking about how there's middle schoolers who have elementary level reading skills is sad. Like it's astounding because they're coming out and talking about it. But also the amount of people going into the education system as to be a teacher and
end up doing irreparable damage. They're setting us back more than anything.
They're activists going into that profession in order to speak to young children, and make them think the way they think. And unfortunately now, people are going into the profession of teaching not just, because they're activists and they want to get into that profession, but because of the hours, or not the hours, but like the schedule. They get summers off, they get weekends off, they get holidays off. They don't have to put in requests for anything like that. It's already there. It's built in. And I hate that. I hate that people are going into that profession doing that. Like my whole family, all of my aunts and my mom, they were all teachers. They're all retired teachers now. But they were all teachers and they're now like teaching their grandkids. So like they all stay home and they teach their grandkids. So none of my family, they're not in the educational school system because they're all teaching their own kids. But like the way they see, and they all get together and they all like, sit around the table and talk about it. They still do. They always used to, and now they still do. They still do talk about like the profession and what they see going on. And it's so like sad listening to their conversations because they truly loved teaching kids. Like my mom loved teaching. She was the only one that taught high schoolers. Everybody else was in elementary and middle school. My mom was the only one that taught high schoolers, and she took it like as a challenge, because she like wanted to get through to some of these kids and help them. And she taught half and like half of her classes were I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Spanish speaking only. So it's like the kids she helps them integrate into the school system. And like listening to them talk about how the school system is now is just so heartbreaking because they can't stand the way teachers are teaching now and what's being taught in school and how teachers are presenting in their classrooms. Like they can't stand any of that.
What is professionalism anymore? It seems. I mean, like Max, you were in school recently. Is it like that as well in higher education, as they call it, in college, university, whatever it's called? Or is it just like a public school, junior, middle, high school thing?
It's higher education is really like it is hold on one sec. Sorry, I was trying to reach this little spot as I was painting. Yeah, higher ed it's pretty much damaged from top to bottom in terms of just how people are taught, or how people think. There's no critical thinking. It's very much just here is the right opinion, and if you don't have the right opinion, then you're wrong. So it's it can be pretty damaging for a lot of students, but at least in my time, I had to kind of pick my battles. There are classes where people are talking about abortion or people talking about gun rights, and I just, like I said, there are the battles I have to pick because I understand that it's my grade, and I understand that I have an opportunity to network with a lot of people and hopefully present professionally, and so I have to keep a lot of that stuff to myself. So there is a level of decorum, but then it's a graduate program. So these are young professionals. These are people in their late 20s, early 30s for the most part, that are looking to advance their career. But yeah, there are a lot of people who openly they feel safe enough to openly talk about their activism or their politics, which rightfully so, they should feel that way, but it only goes one way, and that's the thing. So
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always love questioning people about like the activism, like, oh, I want to do better for the environment, and I'm like, okay, so what are you doing that's better for the environment? And I'm like,
yeah, right.
sometimes I get like complete silence from it, and I'm like, you can't even answer that.
They're not doing anything. All they're doing is complaining. Like that's it.
No, Steph, that's not fair because they post on Twitter, so they're doing their part. Okay?
That's where they do their complaining.
Yeah.
And all they do is complain. That's where they do it, on Twitter.
Yep. And they're like, I'm making a difference.
Sure,
Okay.
Jan.
Yeah. I posted on I'm a Reddit moderator. I'm doing my part.
Oh God.
It's like, okay.
Makes me think of Starship Troopers.
I know,
I'm
right?
doing my
doing
part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my
That's
part.
probably how they say it too. God.
Yeah.
Andrew says, "Could you play a dwarf, Steph?" And then Spirian said, "Steph is not that short. She isn't a dwarf. I'm 1 inch away from."
Wow.
It's like
yeah,
what,
being
4'11"?
classified as a dwarf.
That's so
I'm
fun.
4'11".
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I
Okay.
think I'm like, yeah, I think I'm like 1 inch away. I think 4'10" and below, you're considered a little
That's why I'm glad I'm
person.
5 foot nothing.
Oh my god.
I think it's 4'10". Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure it was, but
Jonathan, thank you for being a member. Says, what's the difference between an in-law and an outlaw? The outlaws are actually wanted. Oh my god. That's such a dad joke. I love it. I love you.
yes,
Nice.
and it results in an adult height of 4'10". So I missed it by an inch.
Oh, dang.
I'm just a regular adult.
Nice.
Dang it. A Harry Potter adult. Ugh.
Oh my god.
But
Max is fighting today.
He's feisty. What did you do
Why are you
last
spicy
night or
this morning?
something?
I didn't do anything.
We didn't talk about what you did on the
Max
weekend yet.
woke up and was like, you know what? I'm gonna be spicy this morning.
Yes, muy caliente.
Woke up looking for violence, or what is it?
Woke up and chose violence.
And chose violence. Yes, thank you, Kara. Woke up and chose violence today.
God.
Island.
Jonathan with the $2 says, "Ladies and Max, not 5 and not fat." Thank you.
Yeah.
You're so
Yeah.
sweet to me. C2.
Oh, I'm ready to sit down. I've been standing. My back hurts.
Oh, you've been standing the entire time? Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, good
Yeah.
for
Doing a
you.
puzzle.
Oh, I've been working on this puzzle, and it's easier for me to work on the puzzle standing.
For sure. Yeah.
Did you guys see that plane crash in Brazil?
Oh god, it was so
Yes.
heartbreaking. I hate stuff like that.
It's freaking, what, 62 people? Everybody on the plane died?
Mhm.
That is my
Yeah, did you see that
literal
there were?
worst nightmare.
Yes, but did you see that it was being reported that like I think it was eight cancer doctors were
Oh
on
my
board that
gosh.
plane
Oh.
because they were headed
That's
to.
suspicious.
Yes, there were initially supposed to be, I think, like 12 or 14 cancer doctors on board. But there were only 8, I think. And they were all headed to this convention in Brazil that was supposed to be like the future of like the next cancer treatments. So it's like a bunch of cancer doctors get together and they like decide or vote for or like preview the cancer treatments and say like this will work, this won't work. You know, that's basically where they were going to, and they were on that flight. The ones that weren't on that flight, the only reason that they weren't on that flight was because they wanted to get there a little earlier, so they changed their flight to an earlier one.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very suspicious.
It's incredibly suspicious, and what's even more suspicious, I was reading a thread from, hold on, let me look who it's from. I was reading a thread
Yeah,
on
my
Twitter.
conspiracy hat's on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're talking about that on Forbidden Frontier then. Thank you, Steph.
It was
for that.
Dom. Yeah, I'll send you this link. It was
Please do. Thank you.
I was reading a thread from Don Lucre. I don't know how to say his name, but he put a whole thread out about the plane crash, and he was saying that there were people in the comments that said like this isn't the first time that's happened. There's been a bunch of plane crashes that included doctors who have found or were close to finding like a cure for cancer or a cure for AIDS, and they just happened to die in a plane crash. Like it was crazy.
Because
that's where they were
to
going.
pharma.
Yes, yeah, because big pharma makes so much money from cancer treatments and AIDS treatments. Like they don't want a cure. There's no money in finding a cure. So like where they were going. They were going to SBTMO, the Brazilian Society of Bone Marrow Transplantation and Cellular Therapy. They establish voluntary standards and accreditation programs for cellular therapy. Like that's where they were going. They decide what is considered real or fake in the cancer field. That's where they were going.
That's wild.
That's where they were going.
Wild.
And then if a treatment or cure is suggested, they decide if it's accredited and which determines if the treatment or cure can be used. So like that's where they were headed to. I need to send you this thread. It was such a great
Please
read and the
do.
comments. And what's even more suspicious, the top comment on here says that Pfizer is ready to move on from COVID and the company
To
is betting on
cancer?
cancer drugs.
Oh, God.
Yes, the company is betting on cancer drugs to help it regain its footing after a rocky year.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
I'll send this
conspiracy.
to
My
you.
foil hat is on, guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, I was reading this whole thread with my tinfoil hat on, but there's no doubt that things like this happen. No
Yeah.
doubt in my mind that
Yeah.
things like this happen.
I can see pharma doing that for sure. God, because that's billions. Billions of dollars. Oh.
What's crazy is that more and more often now, like with all this stuff, if you were to tell me, I don't know, 10 years ago, no, maybe even like 5 years ago, and someone were to say like, "Oh, Max, there's a lot of conspiracies that are actually true," or like, did you know that Hollywood isn't run by this, but it's actually this guy, or that politicians are actually doing this stuff, I would probably go, okay, come on, there's a logical explanation here. It's not a conspiracy. But now my logical explanation is that question everything. Like that's the
Yes.
first thing like I go to now. Whereas before I'd just go, well, is it really? Like even when Gina was fired, my parents were like, Max, she got fired because she posted something and Disney thought that she was being like, alt-right or something. And I was like, guys, come on. Like, what's the logical explanation here? Maybe her contract was up, or maybe she was a pain to work with on set or something. But then I questioned it and I looked into it and I was like, oh my God, they literally fired her because she posted something. That's absurd. So yeah, now my whole viewpoint is changed and I question everything at this point.
It's better too. All right, guys. It is noon. And
I know.
Yeah.
I was just
Hungry.
thinking that. I was like, dang.
what
This
did
went by
people have
fast
coming
today.
up? I mean, Sunday fun day for me, y'all know. But
Sunday fun day.
Steph, when are you playing Chain Together?
My stream is already set up and it'll be at 3:00 Eastern, so in 3 hours.
Oh, are you doing
Together.
YouTube or just Kick and Twitch?
It's just on YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll raid you after, because you'll probably be live when we finish, unless
Okay.
Disprue has a meltdown.
Steph, don't do that.
I already told him it's gonna be frustrating. He's prepared for it. He's like, we're gonna be spending a lot of time on the ground. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But the good thing is it's just 2 people. I think when you have 4 and having 4 voices does make it a little tougher. So yeah. Anyways, cool beans. Max, are you doing your man cave tonight?
Yeah, I'll be doing Man Cave tonight, and we'll be talking a few different topics within the news. But yeah, no, I'm glad we were able to do this morning. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and always love seeing you. But yeah, go check out these lovely ladies this afternoon for Chain Together, and I think Steph, are you doing Talk Nerdy as well, or no?
Talk Nerdy is later on this evening. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Cool.
starts at 7:30, and it's gonna be on Mara's channel today.
Oh, and Forbidden Frontier.
Yes, where we're going to talk about Randall Carlson's theory of the moon. And actually, now that Steph has brought this to my attention, we will be talking about this plane and these doctors. So
Yeah.
it'll be very interesting.
Is it
Yes.
is it also Gary's birthday?
Next week.
On the 18th.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know. I feel like his his minder, like I just know all the things that he's doing. It's like,
Yeah.
Well, you kind of are.
yeah.
Yeah, you're the producer. You're like, okay, so at this time you've got this thing, you've got this thing here, and yeah,
Yep. I remember things for him because he can't.
Yes.
that's what good producers do. Nailed it.
Oh gosh. Anything else anyone wants to promote?
No.
I think that's it.
Oh, all right, chat. Love you.
Love you guys.
Love
See
you
you
guys.
guys later. I'll have this
Take care.
redirected